If you're a self-improvement enthusiast, then you need to hear this. Enemies are more valuable than you think. An enemy can push you beyond your limits. They challenge you, forcing you to grow in ways you never imagined. Think about it. An enemy isn't just a rival. They're a mirror reflecting your weaknesses and pushing you to turn them into strengths. Take it from history's greats. Every hero had a nemesis. Batman had Joker, and they both evolved because of it. Competition breeds innovation, and friction sharpens the blade. An enemy keeps you on your toes, motivates you to improve, and ultimately helps you discover your true potential. So next time you find yourself facing an adversary, don't shy away. Embrace it. Remember, diamonds are made under pressure, and sometimes the best growth comes from the most unexpected places. Stay strong, stay driven, and let your enemies be the fuel for your success. If you're a self-improvement enthusiast, then you need to hear this. Enemies are more valuable than you think. An enemy can push you beyond your limits. They challenge you, forcing you to grow in ways you never imagined. Think about it. An enemy isn't just a rival. They're a mirror reflecting your weaknesses and pushing you to turn them into strengths. Take it from history's greats. Every hero had a nemesis. Batman had Joker, and they both evolved because of it. Competition breeds innovation, and friction sharpens the blade. An enemy keeps you on your toes, motivates you to improve, and ultimately helps you discover your true potential. So next time you find yourself facing an adversary, don't shy away. Embrace it. Remember, diamonds are made under pressure, and sometimes the best growth comes from the most unexpected places. Stay strong, stay driven, and let your enemies be the fuel for your success. If you're a self-improvement enthusiast, then you need to hear this. Enemies are more valuable than you think. An enemy can push you beyond your limits. They challenge you, forcing you to grow in ways you never imagined. Think about it. An enemy isn't just a rival. They're a mirror reflecting your weaknesses and pushing you to turn them into strengths. Take it from history's greats. Every hero had a nemesis. Batman had Joker, and they both evolved because of it. Competition breeds innovation, and friction sharpens the blade. An enemy keeps you on your toes, motivates you to improve, and ultimately helps you discover your true potential. So next time you find yourself facing an adversary, don't shy away. Embrace it. Remember, diamonds are made under pressure, and sometimes the best growth comes from the most unexpected places. Stay strong, stay driven, and let your enemies be the fuel for your success. If you're a self-improvement enthusiast, then you need to hear this. Enemies are more valuable than you think. An enemy can push you beyond your limits. They challenge you, forcing you to grow in ways you never imagined. Think about it. An enemy isn't just a rival. They're a mirror reflecting your weaknesses and pushing you to turn them into strengths. Take it from history's greats. Every hero had a nemesis. Batman had Joker, and they both evolved because of it. Competition breeds innovation, and friction sharpens the blade. An enemy keeps you on your toes, motivates you to improve, and ultimately helps you discover your true potential. So next time you find yourself facing an adversary, don't shy away. Embrace it. Remember, diamonds are made under pressure, and sometimes the best growth comes from the most unexpected places. Stay strong, stay driven, and let your enemies be the fuel for your success. If you're a self-improvement enthusiast,
Good night, good night, good night, and welcome to Watch the Cock podcast episode 4. Tonight, we're definitely wanting to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. It is definitely a great Monday. I'm super excited for tonight's topic. And tonight, we're talking about why you need an enemy. And in the beginning of the podcast, we were sharing a little video that I created because I wanted you guys to feel, you know, a lot of times we shy away from our enemies, right? And a lot of times we allow our enemies to win over our lives. So I want to empower you. I had another topic, but different Sundays, different things comes into my spirit, or God will give me a topic that I need to share. And one of the topics was this, because I've been dealing with that. I've been dealing with different things with, our enemies, seen and unseen. And one of the things that we have to pray about and be prayerful of is knowing who they are. But I always pray that seen and unseen, because there are people that we don't know. You know what I mean? That we might be laughing with them, we might be talking with them, we might be drinking with them, we might be hanging out with them, and we thinking that they're our friend. All along, they're the ones behind with the knife ready to stab you in the back. So definitely, tonight's podcast is definitely to inspire you to not shy away. And maybe you're on the live tonight and you have an enemy. We have the link that you guys can call in or you guys can comment. You know what I mean? So my goal today is to inspire you to search. And we're not dealing with our enemies in the way that we would normally deal with an enemy. You know what I mean? Sometimes we want to hurt people that that are planning to hurt us, right? So we're no longer doing that. Our goal now is to inspire you to show them, hey, you might not like me. Hey, you might not think my dream is big. Hey, you might not support me. Hey, you might not even like me or look at me in this way, but I'm going to show you. Or you might be talking about me or saying, oh, she thinks she that, he think he that, they think they can do this, they think they can do that. But now you're going to take that power away. That is how, we're saying Batman and Robin in the video. Batman and Robin is his sidekick, but the Joker is his nemesis, right? So Batman and the Joker is always fighting, but at the end, Batman always wins. So you're gonna put on your superpower and you're gonna take back your power. So tonight is to inspire you to take back your power. Don't keep giving people your power. Don't keep giving your enemy the opportunity to say, well, I know he wasn't gonna make it. Well, I know she wasn't gonna make it. Right? Now we're gonna show them, yeah, you might not like what I'm doing. You might not believe in what I'm doing, but I'm going to use that fuel. That's what I do. I use fuel from my haters to say, okay, I'm going to show you. For the people that think like, hey, you know what I mean? Hey, because of your size, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I've done everything that I've wanted to do and accomplish over my life. And I'm still building and I'm still growing and I'm still getting it. And I mean, my size ain't changed. It's still the same way, right? So we're not no longer looking to people for people approval, right? We're not looking for people approval. Whatever it is that you want to do, what is, you got cooking, you got sewing, you doing you know, whether you a DJ, whether you are an artist, whether you got an awards, whether you got whatever it is, whether it's a doctor, whatever it is you got here, whatever your thing is, this is the time. And I said, we're like the last quarter before the new year. So this is the time where I'm always, reflecting and thinking like what I want to do for the new year or goals that I'm trying to achieve for 2025. So every year at the end of the year, I sit down and look back over my life and reflect on it, but see where I want to grow. Right, every year you have to be growing, like to be better than you was. Whether it's making more money, how do I make that money, what can I do, instead of just sitting around and say, being sorry for yourself, right? Being sorry for yourself, being pitiful. Nobody don't like me, nobody don't believe in me, nobody supporting me. We gotta stay that. You gotta find that fight within now. So you're gonna go deeper. Then you're gonna start doing your homework. You're gonna start doing your research, and you're gonna look for people that's like you, that believe in you. The crazy thing is, we have more people that's supportive of us than we do that don't like us, but we always just focus on that one bad person or that one bad thing that we think that don't have our, and we give them more power. We give them power by allowing them to speak those words, and those words are playing in our mind. And instead of using it and say, you know what, I'm gonna do things different. I'm gonna show people that I can make it. I'm gonna show people that, you know what I mean, you can't stop me. You can't stop my shine. And in one of the in the video, it also talks about diamonds, right? So everybody know me, Shine by Promotion, the diamond represent. So you have to have fire. You gotta have pressure for a diamond to shine. So we always try to shy away from things that test us or push us, or it might be too hot. You know what I mean? It might be too much pressure for you, but that's your breaking point. That's the time where you're going to overcome when it gets rough, when it gets hard. What are you made of, right? Is your resilience, right? It's just like you exercise and you want to lose weight and you train, and you got a trainer. A good trainer always pushes you. So he's not going to keep giving you 2 burpees because that's all you can do. Every week he's gonna, make it harder and harder and harder and harder for you to break you, right? But it's also for you to accomplish the goal, which is overall is to lose weight, right? So tonight we're definitely talking to you about your enemies. Whoever told you you couldn't, you know what I mean? This is your time to show them, hey, you know what I mean? I don't care what it is. I'm going to position myself. I'm going to position myself to say, you know what? I'm going to overcome this. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe a relationship you're trying to get out of, right? That you're trying to think like, oh my God, this is the guy or this is the girl, but it's not working, right? Because maybe he or she is not supportive of your goals and your dream. Maybe he or she don't have the same mindset. Maybe he or she don't have the same drive like you drive. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's okay to walk away and say, you know what? Hey, it's not me. It's not you, but it's me. This is not working for me. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's a job that you feel stuck, right? So I got to get you guys out of being stuck. But at the same time, in that job, you're going to still do a great job, but you're going to position yourself. Maybe you need to take some classes. You know what I mean? Take some classes that's going to inspire you to do what you want to do. And I know a lot of times life, we have children, we have a lot of things going on, and sometimes it's like, we want to be in everything, but you got to take the time to be selfish. This season, you got to take the time to be selfish because your goals and your dreams matter, right? Your goals and your dreams matter. So at the end of the day, the only person that can accomplish it is you. And I always say that to people, like, you might have a dream and you want everybody to support you. Everybody ain't going to support you. Everybody is not going to be behind you because it's not their goal. Everybody might have a lot of ideas as well, but the ideas don't match up to what your mission or your purpose is, right? So you're going to take the time and say, hey, I appreciate you, but this is not where I'm going. So you're going to take the criticism, but you got to learn for yourself that this is not where I want to go. This is not what I want to do. But at the same time, I'm going to listen. You still got to be open-minded to listen, but you can't be so everybody saying yes, 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 and you just doing what everybody wants you to do. You're never going to accomplish what you fully want to, right? So tonight, I definitely want to say welcome again. Please share, right? Please share, like, subscribe to the channel. Definitely Watch the Cock is definitely brought to you. Everybody say, Chanel, why Watch the Cock? And I keep saying that because we're watching different things. We're watching the cock. You need to be watching your relationship. You need to be watching your children. You need to be watching, everybody that's around you because you want to know what's their motive. Are they your enemy? Right? And you'll be surprised by things people say, and they use it as joke, right? People are very good as trying to be sarcastic or trying to be funny or try to emulate you by that, use it in a joke form. But when it's time to support you in anything, they don't never show up, right? Have you had started a business, and no matter what, nobody showed up? Nobody supporting you? Nobody buying a ticket? You know what I mean? Nobody buying your product, you know? But then when you make it, I always look at stars and I'm always amazed by stars. And we're going to get into that. A lot of the stars in their immediate circle, or a lot of movie stars or actors, actresses in their immediate circle, they really didn't have a lot of the support that the people that they thought was going to support them. It's always mostly outsiders that will see your dream or your vision more than 9 times out of 10 out of people that you know personally. But whenever you make it, it's always that those same people that will come up and like, oh my God, I know her. Oh my God, I know him. Oh my God, I went to school with him. Oh my God, you know how they do. Those people are the people that you need to be watching. And I'm not saying in a way, like I said earlier in the podcast, we're not promoting violence. We're not doing none of that. I know sometimes we want to hurt people because they hurt us. And we're not in that. I'm trying to empower you to say, hey, you know what? Despite this, despite you don't support me, despite you don't do that, I'm going to do this for me. And I thank you. I thank you for the energy that you're giving me, because now I'm going to Use it, right? You're going to go educate yourself. I did that. I would go at nights. I would stay up 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock while everybody's sleeping, because that's at the time where my mind is the most creative. The house is quiet. Everybody's sleeping. So I use those time, an hour every night, to just look on different topics, different things, whether I'm learning something. Even at work, there's times when they get quiet at night and I'm studying, I'm doing a class. They always will come like, you always doing something. You learning again? Yes, because I have a goal. I have somewhere I want to be, but I know my time is limited. You know what I mean? I know I have kids, so I have to go home. I have to prepare meals. I have to do this, homework, right? I'm driving an hour away, an hour home, an hour away. So in those time frame, right? In those same time frame, I know I have to prioritize myself, prioritize my time. So we don't have time to play. Look, I love to have a good time. Anybody that know me, you know me, I'm that girl. You know what I mean? Hey, you got a party, you got an event. And we can't be everywhere at all times. As much as we want to support everybody, we just can't, right? So it's not that you're deliberately not wanting to go, but you just can't go because you got to look at, hey, for this season, I'm going to take 3 months. We got October, November, December, right? So I'm going to give you out October, November, December, 3 months to start writing down your thoughts, writing down the business, writing down the career, whatever it is that you want to do, and to make yourself better, make a better you, right? So in these 3 months, we're going to prioritize ourselves and say, you know what? I'm going to be a little bit selfish with my time. I can't go everywhere, right? I'm going to limit myself to certain conversation because I'm studying. So I ain't going to be on the phone all day. I can't be on the phone all day talking to you about stupidness unless it's building, helping me to build, or something educational, something that's going to help me towards my goal and my dream. My sister did that, right? Melamina, I want to say shout outs to her. And for a while, she had just shut herself off, you know what I mean? And it wasn't that, she didn't want to be around people and things like that, but she was studying. And I didn't even know she was doing a dual master's. You know what I mean? So she locked herself away because that was her goal. She wanted to accomplish that. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to be selfish. Hey, this is it. We got to be selfish in a little bit to accomplish what we want to accomplish. So don't run from your enemies. But we're not trying to hurt them. You know what I mean? But we're going to show them, hey, you didn't think of me of this way. You didn't think I can accomplish this, but I'm going to show you. Right? So definitely, again, I'm going to let feelings run. Shout outs to my technician. Shout out to my husband. He's the manager behind this Watch the Cock podcast. And, he's getting on my nerves because all day he's telling me, do this, do this, do this. And I'm like, I don't have a lot of time. You know what I mean? I can't be on here all day like how he be with his show. That's his thing. But I'm gonna bring you guys content, in the same time to where my schedule is feasible. And we're gonna build. You know what I mean? And I know he want me to build fast and he's on me and I'm like, just leave me alone. Right. But we're gonna run that again because I want you guys to hear it. And I want you guys to hear what he's saying. So we're going to use this as a tool for your success so that when you start hearing the noise in your mind and you lay down and you're replaying your thoughts, you know what I mean? And you're thinking that you can't achieve. And look at me. And I always tell women that, look at me. People tell me I'll never have children. People told me I'll never have a business. You know what I mean? Or this ain't for you. This is for so-and-so, so-and-so. You should do this because that don't suit you. And I'm like, why not me? You know what I mean? Or I shouldn't have this, or I shouldn't be happy, or because I'm a plus size, I should deal with stupidness and text stupidness. You know what I mean? No. You know what I mean? So that's why I said, watch the cock is like people give me a hard time because they be like, she watching her husband, and you should. A lot of women that don't watch the cock is end up with their heart broken. I'm telling you, if you're not watching it, I don't mean like where you like, oh my God, your husband can't breathe or your wife can't breathe. You know what I mean? You get them space, but I'm telling you, it's so easy. The devil is used the simplest thing to slip into relationship. You know what I mean? Because he don't want to see people happy. You don't want to see people accomplish their goals. You know what I mean? So at the same time, God makes things difficult too, because to build your resilience, to build your strength, to show you your strength, to give you that power. So sometimes it's not always going to be like hunky dory, you know what I mean? Like we want one of the things is long suffering. We want everything now, like listen, I'm still praying to hit the lottery, right? I'm still praying to hit that big number, you know what I mean? And he still ain't give it to me yet. So maybe he know the timing when because maybe I'm not ready. But I have that's my goal, because I got a lot of things I got to do and I need a lot of money. So, you know, so at the end of the night, at the end of the day, it's not about who, but it's about you. It's not who's saying what. But I'm teaching people at the same time. It's like, despise whatever your enemies planned for you, instead of doing harm to them, you're going to turn it into a business. You're going to turn it into getting back to doing your education. You're going to empower yourself. Maybe you're an artist, and they tell you, hey, you can't sing this. Most artists have tons of songs, tons of songs, tons of songs. And then that one hit song took them to another level, right? So they didn't give up. They didn't give up. Rihanna have tons of songs. Beyonce have tons of songs before they get to where they at. Jay-Z had tons of songs, even though people say he sing over people's songs, right? So he's like the master of stealing people's stuff. Well, you never know that unless you heard, somebody else say it. And then you start listening to that beat and be like, yeah, that song like so and so. But it's the way it is because he have money. He know how to do it. You know what I mean? So tonight is not for you to give up. It's to inspire you to keep going, but it's for you to find your strength. And no matter what people are saying, that's what this platform is about. Is for you to find your power, your superpower. You're to find your enemies. And once you know them, I like when people say they don't like me. Because then whatever happened to you happened to you. How I deal with you, I'd rather know you don't like me and say you don't like me because I know how you feel than to be around me and pretending like you like me and behind me you talking my back. Behind me you planning for me. Behind me you praying for see me fall. You know what I mean? So I could deal with the people that say they don't like me. I can deal with those people because I know where to put them. But it's them ones that you don't see. Them ones that's talking your business and just telling all your business, whether it's true or untrue. Because when people start gossiping, it don't never be the truth. It's how they want to make it. They want to make it sound so nasty. They want to make it sound so nasty, like, oh my, to paint you as this bad person. And that's not even the case. And then the person that they telling to, instead of them saying, you know what, let me call and find out, especially if they know you. If they know you and they say, yo, so-and-so, I hear so-and-so, so-and-so, let me clear up. I saw a post earlier today. I could say they're my friends, and I saw a couple, and they've been together forever. And he decided to do a live, and I'm like, why at this age or at this time you have to be explaining your marriage to people? And I know that guy, and he's always been the breadwinner for his family and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Him and his wife do business together and stuff like that. But when you become one, and yeah, of course they had their problems, but they still made it. Not every woman could survive that. Not every man could survive that. And I look at them now and I said, I be looking at them and I say, I'm proud to see that, they overcome certain challenges in their marriage and they stuck together. And there's many people like that I know. Marriage is not easy. Marriage is not for everybody. You know what I mean? It's not for and being a business owner is not for everybody. And why I say that, because if you're not a good employee, how can you be a good boss? Right? If you're not a good employee, how can you be a good boss? Like, if you're not taking care of somebody else's stuff and you're not treating with the respect of how you want somebody to do your business, how can you do business properly? But I give people time to change, because and to really think and rethink your thought process of when you're doing things in this life. You know what I mean? It's like, and I know y'all gonna hate me. It's like Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump fuels off of hate. Y'all get it yet? Everybody that hating Donald Trump did, hating Donald Trump, right? He fuels off of that. And there's some people that fuel off of the negative, the more you bring negative, because I'm like that. The more you bring negative to me, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. So we might not like him with a lot of things that we say, but that goes for a lot of us, a lot of things we say. So if somebody was to really put your card out there and put your business out there, will people really like you? So he's taking this, like, he came out and he got Trump shoes. He's selling his stuff, regardless of however y'all don't like him. That man is still making his money because he fuels off of the negative, the views that he get. He's gonna pay from his channels. And y'all gonna go Google him and search him anyway, because that is what we do. Even if we don't like somebody, we don't still go view it. Even though we don't like a topic, we don't like a song. Baby Skello is the perfect example of that in the industry. Much people that didn't like Baby Skello, he got the most views. Right? So certain people fuel off of the negative energy. So my question to you tonight is, why not you? What is it that you want to do? What is it that's holding you back? Who is your enemy that you are afraid to face? I look people in the face and I'm not running from nobody. They got to be afraid of me. That's the place I'm in. You got to be afraid of me, because I'm going to walk in a room and you're going to know I'm there, because I ain't running. Because you don't deliberately set out to hurt people or do things to hurt people. You know what I mean? If you know in your heart you ain't set out to hurt people or deliberately damage people or do things to people, you don't have nothing to hide. Because no matter what you do in this life or say in this life, there's always going to be somebody that's going to say, I don't like she. She thinks she's all that. He think he's all that, So tonight again is it's an empowerment. We're gonna have the funny stuff and the other stuff later on, but I just wanted to, because I want to get you guys in a place to where we're coming to the crunch time. Now we got a president that's coming up, an election that's coming up. Whether we want a female president or we want, personally, I don't feel that either way is good, because she's gonna get a fight. She's gonna get a fight as a woman. As much as we have women supporting her, and that's just my honest thought on it, right? There's a lot of people that don't want to see a woman's president. And there's a lot of women that do. But I don't really think that America is really ready for that. So even though we don't want to see Donald Trump in there, so if you guys don't go register to vote, and if you guys don't vote, you stand a chance of him going into there. And then if he going into there, we don't know what he's capable of doing. Even though he say what he's doing or he's going to do, we don't know, right? So are you prepared? So many people, we're looking for, somebody to bail us out or do this or do this. It's like, what are you doing to bail yourself out? What are you preparing for your family? What do you have in line that if your job tell you today or tomorrow, that's it? Then you got to go start over, right? So we want to get you in that place to where, your thinking got to change. We got to stop falling for just the stupidness and the foolishness and all the, we got to stop at a certain age. We got to stop that. And if you're going to support somebody, genuinely support somebody. I hear people sit down and they talk all day. I ain't giving to that. Oh, why? A simple thing like somebody having to, to lose a dream for a simple thing. But then let's say tomorrow that person pass away. And then you're there. And then you're going to be talking. Hey, it's like, like honoring somebody. Like most of the artists, they get honored after they're gone. When you have the opportunity to honor them when they were alive. Give people their flowers now. Give people their respect now. If you have a family member that's doing something positive, you definitely need to support. I seen somebody and I was like, damn, they had a whole party and their whole other family got a whole something going on. And I wonder how many people really supported that. And I'm reading comments with different things of people having their goals and their dreams and they're looking for support. And then they're like, I ain't giving to that. Why? When you can, you going to give, a guy posted a video and he crying and he's saying, Vibes Cartel, I sell, he sell he hand. He show you like he cut off your hand for go sell he hand for get Vibes Cartel ticket, right? So he sell he hand for $9,000 and then guy Vibes Cartel put the tickets for $10,000. So he said he's $1,000 short because he can't buy it. He'd sell himself to get into something that, and how many of us would say, you know what? As much as I want to go to Vibes Cartel show, how many of us are investing in ourselves? How many of us will hustle or call somebody and say, hey, let me borrow this money because I want to start a business that you can make more money to where you can go to any show you want instead of just sitting there begging and liming all day? Find you something to do with whether it's cooking and selling. I know plenty of people that's cook on the weekend and they go sell their food. I know people who selling oils and incense and different things. You got to start somewhere to build. One of my friends, and he got a whole warehouse. And he started like that. Now he got a whole warehouse where he makes incense and all these things. Soap, all these things. And he distribute them. He have his, individual people that comes and they have their own little business that he allowed them to do. So they make their own money. So what about us, right? We're just thinking, looking at the small start. Don't look at the small start. I always tell people, you don't have to be great to start. You got to start to be great. I look at my husband. I always say him. Look at him. He started with FFI. Always been a DJing for the people. And then he was like, that was it. And he, even after him and his last song breakup, other sounds came for him. And he's like, no, I'm doing my own thing from here. And it hasn't been easy. You know what I mean? But every day you do little this. Then he said, okay, I want to go into vlogging. Then he said he want to go into on his own sound. So from that, open one door to another door to another door to where you got his shows, you got this, you know what I mean? So I look at him, he's my inspiration. And a lot of times where a lot of people think is like you have to be like the smartest person or the most educated person or this. And most millionaires, let me tell you something. Most millionaires don't even have a high school diploma. You know what they got? Drive. Now you can always go back to school, later on. You can go back to school and go back and do what you wanted to do. If that's something for you, if that's a college degree for you, once you have the money, yeah, you can go back. But tonight we're not going to be long, it's definitely the time for us to wake up. This is the time for us to confront our enemies and not run away from them. This is a time to face people in the face and say, hey, you might not think I can do this or want to, accomplish this, but I'm going to show you, and while you're working for somebody, you can be building your thing on the side. I got a bunch of friends that's getting ready to come up that you guys going to see them that's doing these things. We work a job, yeah, but we're building something, and they're telling their stories, and you guys going to meet them. You know what I mean? Later on, where I'm looking at them like, wow. And you'd be surprised at these people's stories. And that's what I want to focus on this show is like we don't judge people. I don't judge people. Right? Everybody got a story. Everybody got something to say. And everybody can change. I know it's hard. I always have the best. Like everybody can change if you want to. So even if you used to be this, you used to be that, you can change. Or you end up where you don't want to be. It's like the people that don't want to change, they end up in jail. Like the pastor was saying Sunday, a guy came out of jail, but he was so confirmed to the jail. He got free, right? He got free. And the same day he came out, he went and robbed the bank just so he can go back in jail. Because that's where he felt he belonged. So a lot of us are where we are because we're still in a prison mindset that we don't want to be free. So we're not accomplishing what we want to accomplish because our mind and our way of thinking is just stuck. So shout out to everybody that's tuning in, that's going to watch this back. You know what I mean? Don't shy away from your enemies, right? We're not going to be 2 hours tonight. I don't want you guys to run. I want you to face it. I want you to find your superpower, right? I want to say thank you to a few people, definitely for a few sponsors tonight. I want to say thank you to Katie's African Hair Braiding, right? I want to say thank you to her. If you are looking to get your hair done, she is located in Decatur, Georgia. You can definitely reach her at 678-887-0740. Right? So Katie's African Hair Braiding, definitely contact them if you need your hair done. She do all kind of styles. And the beautiful thing, she does it, the privacy of her own home, or she does it in a salon based on what your needs are. Everybody don't want to go into a salon. They like that little privacy. You know what I mean? So definitely she have 2 options for you. So I want to say thank you again to her. Definitely support her. And I want to say big shout outs to Kayla's Boutique. Kayla's Boutique has an upcoming event. It's called the Nite Market. It is Friday, February 27th. It is from 5 to 8 p.m. She's definitely doing food. Serenity is catering the food. So she has a fashion clothing store. So she's doing that. She's going to have a cars and bike custom show as well. DJs, music. Definitely it's a night for you to mix and mingle with some great people. If you have your business, you can come and bring your cards, mingle with different people. That's what it's about, is networking. Showcase your stuff, right? So that's going to be at the Cobb County Civic Center. That's 548 South Marietta Parkway, Marietta, Georgia. And definitely tickets are on ffviberadio.com. That's www.ffvibezradio.com. So as soon as you go on the page, right there in the top, you click on that link. It's going to take you straight to Kayla's Boutique. So that way you guys can buy your tickets for the show. All right. So definitely I want to say go out and support her. She has some amazing events coming up. She also does events as well. So we're going to partner with some things with her. I'm super excited, of what's coming. Right. And the amount of amazing people that I'm meeting that, even while I was raising funds for Dem Rock, helping him to put on his award show coming up. And there were like many people that's like, Shambar, I'm an artist and they have this music and they have this, and I was like, wow, never looking at them and never thinking, and the same way, they didn't even know that I was a part of it. They didn't even know I had my own podcast. They didn't even know my husband and I have our own radio station. So it's just funny that as you begin to talk to people, you'll be surprised of the things that you'll find out about them, and you'll be surprised of the people that you can network with by the people that you work with, right? It's crazy. Just the people that you work with have a lot of value and a lot of resources as well that can help you. So we got to be careful how we treat people, because you don't know who's going to be the person to help you to take your stuff to the next level. So how we treat people goes a long way. You don't know the man in the street, the man in the grocery store might be that break. And I tell that to drivers all the time. The people on the bus might be that person. You don't know who's who. But we so into judging people, right? We're so judging people. So tonight I want to leave you guys with, I'm going to let Feelings play back the video, but I want to give you guys something to study. Psalms 91. And this is not a church show. Don't get me wrong. Our topic is going to get, crazy. But I always want to leave you guys with something, especially because it's something that I do. And I always pray when I pray for the seen and unseen. But you also got to pray for protection. Because you'll be surprised. You don't know who's praying against you. You don't know who your enemies are. Some you know and some you don't know. That's why God said seen and unseen when you pray. Right? So Psalms 91, that's your read for the week. Study it. Get in that place. Or what is your Quran, whatever it is, it's the same thing. It's just named different. But it's the same words. Right? Pray for that protection over your family. We see there's so much going on in the schools and shooting and terroristic attack. All these things. So you can be good today and tomorrow, you put your kids in the best schools and thinking it's the best schools. And most times it is the best schools that we've seen all the craziness. Right? We got to check our mental. It's my husband and I was talking, and he's like, I don't need no psychiatrist. And sometimes we got to talk to people. And I told him, I said, there's nothing wrong with seeing a psychiatrist. You know why? Because that's somebody that don't know you, that you can be yourself and tell the truth, that can help you to be better, than going and tell somebody that you know and they're going to judge you. So if you want to, sometimes we got to talk to people, because we deal with a lot. We deal with a lot. And life is a lot. Maybe it's a pastor. Everybody don't want to go to church and talk to a pastor. There's counseling. Maybe you're married, But one of the things that I've seen a lot of people do, we always looking for the people to pray for us or do things, instead of us saying, I'm going to pray for myself. I pray for myself. I pray for my husband. I pray for my kids. I don't really ask too many people to pray for me no more, because I went through a lot in the last 3 years, I say, in my life, to where it made me not trust people. And I had to rethink a whole lot of people and look at a whole lot of people in a different way. But to me, it scared me to where, you know what? I don't need, if you want to pray for me, pray for me. I'm never going to stop you, right? But I'm not going to go asking people to pray for me. I'm going to pray for myself. And I'm going to live right, and I'm going to do the right thing, because I know it's the right thing to do. I'm going to live right by my family, because I know, and I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to work hard. And every day I pray for strength. Sometimes my husband say, damn, you work too much. But I pray for strength and then I got to come home and deal with the baby, and I got to deal with the kids, and he's great. But they still need me. So I still, I'm tired. Some days I'm tired. But I pray for strength every day, that God give me the strength to where I can do it, to where it works itself out. to where I can be and relax and, be in Jamaica and go see Vibes Cartel and, go in Guyana, to the all black parties and, all them good stuff. You know what I mean? And we did all of that when we young, but it'll come a time again. But I want to travel. That's my thing. I told him, I said, I want to travel the world. I want to see different places. I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over that we've been doing when we was 20. I want to build a business to where my kids can take over. You know what I mean? This is what we looking for. This is the goal. So anybody that's over 40, yeah, tonight is for you. I always tell you, in your 30s and stuff, you can still play. But if you're over 40, we got to restructure some things and we got to do some things different and we got to think different. And we got to teach our children right, too. A lot of times when, we're going to talk about that. Where, a couple of friends, we wanted to do a panel where we're talking about the shooting. And, we're trying to figure out why this young man, did that. Maybe it's the parenting, whatever it is. Because hate is taught. You look at kids playing, you see kids of all color playing. And when they get to a certain age, they start distancing themselves because somebody's teaching them bad. They're teaching them to hate somebody because of a different color, teaching somebody to hate somebody because of the size, teaching, you know what I mean? So, again, we want to say thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to let Feelings, my technician, run the video again because I want it to register in your mind. And I don't want you to run from your enemy. I want you to face them. And I want you to use it as fuel to where we can start building some things and we can start networking together to really build something to where, that's how franchises get started. This is how these different things. Maybe your product is to be a franchise. I look at the Slutty Vegan, that girl, and Serenity, shout outs to her. Listen, I'm going to put her link to Serenity's juice, right? Because my knee was swollen, tight, hurt. And she made me some juice. And I started drinking that juice. And it's like, my knees loosen up. I was like, what the hell is this, But she's on that whole natural, holistic healing, whatever aches and pains, high blood pressure, all those things that you're dealing with. She's on that natural stuff. She do vegan food, all these different things. We're getting there. Feelings is a Rasta man, so you won't stop eating meat, but Shine Bright likes to eat her hot wings and stuff like that. But we'll get there. I did it for a year, but you never know. You know what I mean? So definitely shout outs to her, Serenity. I'm gonna post her website as well that we guys can see some juice, order her juices, but it's working. Any type of sickness or illness, you know what I mean? You definitely can reach out to her. She can mix it for you. So definitely, and it tastes good too. So, and it's a cleanser because I've been in the bathroom, but I mean, y'all didn't want to hear all that, but it's definitely working. So thank you. My knees is feeling much better. You know what I mean? So we're going to continue to drink that and see what else she got. Maybe we can drop a few pounds. So we'll see what else she got. Holding on. So again, I want to say thank you guys for watching The Cock tonight. Definitely like, subscribe, and share. I want to thank you to all of my subscribers so far. Continue to share the podcast. If you guys have a topic, if you have an idea, we're gonna move the timing up a little bit. So probably 9 or 10 o'clock. It is kind of late, so we're gonna move it up to about 9 o'clock for next week's show, so that everybody that want to tune in and join and things like that. I know it's late. Everybody want to go to sleep, so we're used to being up this time because most times I'm at work till 1 o'clock in the morning. But again, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely Psalms 91 is it for you. Why you need an enemy. Don't run away from your enemy. Don't shy away from it. You need it. Right? That's what's going to give you that to fight. But we're going to fight the right way. instead of wrong way. You're going to show them like, hey, you didn't think I could do it. Hey, you didn't think I could have this. Hey, you don't, right? That's what we're going to use it. We're going to use it as fuel. Like I said, the negative things, you're going to use it as fuel to motivate you. You're going to use it as fuel to motivate you. So don't shy away from it. Don't run from them. And when they see you next time, it's going to be a different you. And maybe you got an idea that you want to start your own podcast and you'll share, you don't know what to say or how, use me. Use me as an example, right? Like, hey, if Sean can do it, if Shineby can do it, so can I. Maybe you gotta want to start your own radio. Get with feelings. How you can do that as a young DJ. You know what I mean? Maybe you're an artist and you have the song. Same thing. Maybe you have a restaurant you want to start. Whatever it is that you want to do, we'll definitely have the tools to help you. Or we can, say, I saw one of my friends posted she needed somebody to help with her nonprofit. So I tagged my girl Keisha, a Karen Touch Foundation, and it's just so funny how that happened because last week she called me. She was like, she want to take her business to a different level, and this, and this was something that she want to do because it's something that she's been doing, and she wanted to help people to start their nonprofit. So when I saw, Tara post that, I automatically tagged her name in it. But it's just so quickly in a week of us having that conversation, a week later, somebody posted that they need help. Or if somebody that you know. And that's how God works. Confirmation of your goals and your dreams and the things that you want to do. So I'm looking forward to seeing her, what she got to offer. And we're going to talk about that. Like I said, you guys are going to meet some of my friends and we're going to talk and we're going to have some fun and we're going to have some spicy topics. And, we're going to talk about Terrence and all the other cocks that's been doing foolishness. But tonight, I guess I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Again, continue to watch. You can go to watchthecock.com. You can watch back all the podcasts from number 1, 2, 3, 4. Shout out to Sean Demrock. Definitely, you guys want to support him. I'm still rallying behind him, to get this award show, Demrock Music Awards show for December. I'm still praying. I know he posted something else, and it's hard and it's sad, While as I was asking, people to donate, and I'm gonna share this a little bit, and I told him, I said, it's sad to see that our people didn't really rally behind him, because when I was showing my people at work, right? And most of the people that I work with is American, Haitian, African, right? I'm the only Guyanese there. We got like 2 Jamaicans. But they always excited. It's like, oh my God, that's so awesome. Like, I even had like people saying, I got music, can he play my music? Can I do this? And they were excited. And I made a post and we was asking people to donate, $20. And people was finding it hard to donate $20. Like 1,000 people couldn't donate $20. I don't care if you didn't even like him. Just what he was doing. That it should have all that mattered. Right? The goal, the big picture. Sometimes we gotta take out the personal side and look at the big picture of things. I called Gotti G and I was telling, I said, Gotti G, ain't even said, I said, can I get $20? And he's like, Chandel, you can get more than $20. And then I tell him what I wanted for, and he could have make a story or whatever and say whatever. He didn't. He said, okay, I'll send you $50. He said, send me the link. And there's so many, and I love him and I respect him for doing that, because you know why? A lot of other people that I was talking to, they were saying all these stuff. And I was like, why? Look at what is for us, what he's doing for the artists. And even the artist could have paid 20. And I don't know if some people send it to him directly or whatever. You know what I mean? Maybe some people don't want to put it on, because there was many ways for you to give. You had the link, you had the GoFundMe, then you had his link directly. Then some people said they sent it directly to him. You understand? But that was just something that it was a simple thing that we could have, and it's still time, right? So everybody that's going to go back and watch that, I'm going to still post, unless he removes the GoFundMe, I'm going to still rally for him to accomplish that. Because I would hate for him to give up on something so big. And all it took was something so small for us to help him. Now, I could have asked for more, but I said $20 not going to hurt nobody's pocket. We spend more on weave, and our nails. And I get it. It's your right. It's your money, But it takes nothing to donate $20 to somebody. So I'm hoping that all of you guys have a change of heart and can find it in your heart to don't see, like he said, don't see him. See the mission, see the purpose, see why he's doing it and how it's going to help us, that we have something that we can celebrate. And then don't look for someone. We did it. You know what I mean? We did it. I'm feeling like my husband, because he always doing this with his nose. Like, I think he don't rub off. So, again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Please, 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 please like, subscribe. We're going to run the video for the last time. And again, your study for the week is Psalms 91. Pray for the seen and unseen, for God to reveal to you, and don't shy away from it. This is for you to embrace. This is what's for you to embrace, what people are saying. I love when people start talking about me and I hear them saying stuff, because I know what you're saying. I know what people are talking behind my back. You know what I mean? So I don't run from it when somebody come and say, hey, so and so say so and so, hey, so say. And I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you. But at least I know what they're saying. And then I know how to deal with it. And I know who to stay away from. And then I know who to confront, because there's some time that you got to confront some people. So again, I want to say thank you to everyone. And whether you watch this tomorrow, in a day, next week, whatever, whenever you watch this, I want you to be inspired. Even if it's a year from now, I want you to be inspired. And I want you to always know, don't run away from your enemy. Your enemy is that person that's going to use it as fuel. Donald Trump is the biggest fuel, hatred, fuel, gravitate. He fuels off of it. And whether he bring out a shoe line, whether he bring out something else, whatever he bring out something else, people are still going to support. Right? He just find his tribe, whether it's good or bad. So it's for you to find your tribe. There are going to be people that's going to support you. There's more people that's going to support you than people that won't support you. But your goals and your mission and your purpose got to be genuine too. You know what I mean? It got to be pure. And it's not going to be easy. Because anything that you want, if it's too easy, is not it. Any goal or dream that you have, you can't do it by yourself. That means because it's big. If it's a big dream or big goal, so you're gonna need people, and you're gonna get negative, but you can't give up. Every millionaire that's a millionaire didn't give up. I know millionaires that they tell their stories all the time of how they, accomplished this and how much they went through and how much struggle they had, and and how many times they wanted to quit and people told them you should quit and you should start over and you should do this and don't do this and ain't nobody gonna like it. And now here they are. Right? So again, thank you guys for watching. Shout outs to Katie's African Hair Beauty. Shout outs to Kayla's Boutique. Definitely support her on Friday, September 27th from 5 to 8 at Cobb County Civic Center. Shout outs to Serenity again. Definitely go buy some juice from her. So any type of blood pressure, hyperpressure, knee pains, back pains, sciatic nerve damages and all those things. Diabetes, she have the juice. She can mix it. She sells sea moss. She name it, she have it. Right. So if you're looking for some vegan food, she does that. She does catering, everything like that. So again, I'm going to go back and post a link on everybody's page in the description as well. And definitely go check out FF Vibe. Shout out to FF Vibe Radio. If you're looking for sponsorship, he has if you have a business and you want your business to be advertised over the radio, you can definitely do that. If you need commercials, he can definitely do that as well. If you are a DJ and you want to showcase your talent, he's definitely has slots open for you to showcase your talents, and let the world hear you. If you're an artist and you have your music and you want your music to be played, you can definitely email him at firefeelings@ffvibrator.com. You go on the website as well. You hit that link and send him the email, upload his song, and he'll play your music on the radio. So shout outs again to everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do subscribe. Do turn on all your notification bell. Do like and share. And we want to say thank you. Psalms 91 is definitely the Psalms for you for the week. And thank you guys again. I can't say thank you enough. I can't say thank you to my husband for inspiring me to do this. And there it is. All right. So we're going to run that last video as we go out. Good night. Be safe. And you guys, be inspired. Let this inspire you.
If you're a self-improvement enthusiast, then you need to hear this. Enemies are more valuable than you think. An enemy can push you beyond your limits. They challenge you, forcing you to grow in ways you never imagined. Think about it. An enemy isn't just a rival. They're a mirror reflecting your weaknesses and pushing you to turn them into strengths. Take it from history's greats. Every hero had a nemesis. Batman had Joker, and they both evolved because of it. Competition breeds innovation, and friction sharpens the blade. An enemy keeps you on your toes, motivates you to improve, and ultimately helps you discover your true potential. So next time you find yourself facing an adversary, don't shy away. Embrace it. Remember, diamonds are made under pressure, and sometimes the best growth comes from the most unexpected places. Stay strong, stay driven, and let your enemies be the fuel for your success. If you're a self-improvement enthusiast, then you need to hear this. Enemies are more valuable than you think. An enemy can push you beyond your limits. They challenge you, forcing you to grow in ways you never imagined. Think about it. An enemy isn't just a rival. They're a mirror reflecting your weaknesses and pushing you to turn them into strengths. Take it from history's greats. Every hero had a nemesis. Batman had Joker, and they both evolved because of it. Competition breeds innovation, and friction sharpens the blade. An enemy keeps you on your toes, motivates you to improve, and ultimately helps you discover your true potential. So next time you find yourself facing an adversary, don't shy away. Embrace it. Remember, diamonds are made under pressure, and sometimes the best growth comes from the most unexpected places. Stay strong, stay driven, and let your enemies be the fuel for your success. If you're a self-improvement enthusiast, then you need to hear this. Enemies are more valuable than you think. An enemy can push you beyond your limits. They challenge you, forcing you to grow in ways you never imagined. Think about it. An enemy isn't just a rival. They're a mirror reflecting your weaknesses and pushing you to turn them into strengths. Take it from history's greats. Every hero had a nemesis. Batman had Joker, and they both evolved because of it. Competition breeds innovation, and friction sharpens the blade. An enemy keeps you on your toes, motivates you to improve, and ultimately helps you discover your true potential. So next time you find yourself facing an adversary, don't shy away. Embrace it. Remember, diamonds are made under pressure, and sometimes the best growth comes from the most unexpected places. Stay strong, stay driven, and let your enemies be the fuel for your success.